review this game. So bishop c4, Italian opening, f5. So black play a very impressive opening. So this is called the Rosso gambit. So the best move for white is actually d4 to fight back against the center. If black take the pawn, white can take e5. The actually downside of f5 is it open up this diagonal, and white can attack the king from this angle and also together with the bishop. So yeah, so d4 is the best move, but if you see this position the first time, maybe it's not easy to find that out. And white play d4, that's an impressive move. And black take that, we take e5, now white is better than black. And okay, white, so actually the best move is d5. Black should stop this diagonal as soon as possible. Otherwise, the bishop and the knight and the queen will bring trouble to black. So then white can play bishop to b5 to pin the knight and get some tempo. So 95. Actually, white take that. White is way better. The knight cannot develop to f6, and also queen h5, queen d5. All of the moves are coming. And also the e4 pawn is isolated. It's easy to be attacked. Queen e7, queen d5, knight h6, queen take the pawn. Now white has won the pawn. Yeah, well, knight c3. Let's see, is there any better move than that? Can we move bishop to b5, check the king? If c6, I'm figuring out we can exchange, we can sacrifice the bishop, and there's a fork. So if queen to d7, we can take the rook. If king to d8, we can take the rook. If queen to e5, we can play bishop to e3. And if black take our rook b2 pawn, we can castle. If black take our rook, the queen is in danger. So for example, we can take a7 and check in the king later. The bishop cannot go to e7. Knight f5, check the king, king to e8. What about rook c e1? No, rook e1 is not as good as queen c7, because we want to stop the king escaping to the shelter. Yeah, if bishop, and also attacking the bishop for sure. Bishop to a6, rook e1, and it's really hard for black to defend. Bishop to e7, and we can win the rook. So yeah, the king is in danger. So bishop b5 is a good move, but it's difficult to find. That's also true. Knight d5, bishop d6. Actually, the pawn can be defended. I think we can take the knight, right? Take the knight, and this pawns are double. This is really bad. And also knight f6, king e7. We can win the pawn with knight g8. So I think black defend well. Black move the king to the king side, to the queen side. a6, okay, d1, c6. Well, this move kick the knight, but these dark squares are really weak after c6. I think we can, yeah, just move the pieces out. I mean, it's fine to have the knight at d5 for now. We can move the knight f7 and knight f5 and e7 to trade with the d5. So f6 make these dark squares weak. Bishop d3. Do we have to trade with the bishop? Because our bishop is really good. We can play, for example, f3, g4 to attack the bishop and also limit the space of the knight. c5, d6 again. Can we win material? If we take the bishop, if the knight, black hand has to take that. and we take this. We take these two pawns are really bad. C4, and we can attack the weak pawns. This is what we did. Good. So actually c4 is good because the bishop is in dark square. So if we play c4, the knight is forever there. The knight is really strong in the center. So we should protect the knight with a pawn. And also our rook is free after c4. So now it's a bit hard after b5 because, I mean, black can play c4. Oh, this is an interesting move. There's a discover attack. But this only makes the pawn weak. It's not necessary. I mean, why can figure out what is the purpose of this move? And rook e3, the pawn is in light square. The pawn is dead. So it's not necessary to play this trick. I mean, c4 is good. And it's the pawn at dark square, the bishop can protect that. But after rook e3, this is a problem. Rook e3, attack another pawn. h4. And rook f5, attack c5. This is a good move. Yeah, these two pawns are really bad. c4. Rook e6. Can't we just improve the king? The pawn is safe actually. Maybe white want to make the king to this way. But once our king reaches g2, the rook can go to e2. This is not good. Yeah, king d2, the king cannot go up. That's another problem. But I'm still thinking activate the king is better to make it stay at the first rank. Knight ga. Be aware of the second rank. So actually we can create a pass pawn. We don't have to take all the pawns. As long as we have pass pawn, it's even more dangerous for our opponent. h5. Okay, but we can play like this. We can move we can push the a pawn to see which pawn is faster. a7 is not a problem because king b7, the bishop is safe actually. Let's c5, it doesn't matter. We can activate the king. So king a8 actually slowed down the advance of the pawn. And h5. Okay, oh no, black is busy at winning the pawn, but actually this pawn is really dangerous. And black actually have a lot more time than its opponent, so black should use the time wisely. So this move only takes a couple of seconds, but winning the pawn is a problem. Yeah, so plenty of time on the clock, but we didn't use it well. That's it.